So this play, the Tennessee Titans are going to be running a cover one robbery. See how you can tell it's cover one? There's nobody over here. Usually there'd be somebody over here at least. But you can tell because it's just simply manned up straight, looking at him. Okay, we go to the other side of the field, right? You can tell. Boom, manned up. You should be able to tell that, right? Okay, boom. Notice something, they're all basically lined up perfect parallel to him. So let me show you what a cover one robbery is. So usually NFL teams like to call this cover one robbery. Tell you why. So this the Mike linebacker, he'll usually go blitz or he'll go cover the linebacker like he did, right? And why is this cover called robber defense, you'd say? Look at this safety. He will come down disguised like he's playing all the way over here to this side of the field, right? But no, actually he's coming down and he's going to guard the middle of the field. Because usually what you would see is, you'd see Cedric Gray right here, this linebacker. He would usually cover the middle of the field, but he's actually going to stay with T.J. Hawkinson right here. Boom. And then he's going to play the inside row. This exact play right here that you're seeing has caused many picks in the NFL, just because of inexperienced quarterbacks who don't see this. Boom. Okay. This is robber one. Learn it. But this play, we're running the same formation, same everything. It's just, you might see this linebacker. He's going to be playing, he's down here to disguise. So we're running a cover one again. Cover one, but a different type of coverage. You'll see what I'm talking about. So boom, you see the base alignment right here, parallel. See this guy. This guy will usually be in the inside just because he's on the outside. And it'll be tougher to make that throw. From this side. Same thing right here, alright? Now, usually, you know, as we've seen in the robber, this guy right here, he'll be all the way back here and then come down. But it's not what we see with this play. On the same formation as last time, by the way. So he's going to play down, and you can tell, like, it most of the time. If he's playing down and there's time right there, you know he's most likely going to get that time. Just because the running back's on this side of J.J. McCarthy, alright? Now look. Boom. You're going to guard him. Now you see this Mike linebacker. He's going to drop into coverage. He's going to disguise like he's blitzing. Boom. He's going to drop back into coverage. Most of these coverages is just a disguise. You know what I mean? And then we got our guy, Cedric Gray. He's going to go ahead and cover Aaron Jones at the backfield. But Aaron Jones, he's blocking. So he's going to come down and make the tackle. That is cover one hole. It's just the same thing, but different assigned with the safeties and the linebacker. The will linebacker is going to be manned up instead of dropping back. And then also the safety just playing a DFAF. You know, he's just throwing back here. Just remember that. Breaking down cover two Tampa. Cover two Tampa is just a very simple defense. One of the most simple defense you can really even see. First off, we're going to start with the cornerbacks. You can tell this is not man coverage by the way they're lined up. Usually, even if you were inside shade, they would not be this deep. Alright, you can just tell this is, if you just play the game and learn the game, you can tell this is not man coverage off the bat. Okay, I'm looking from the quarterback's view. Yeah, I don't think this is man coverage, man. So cover two, right? What cover two is? You have the outside cornerbacks that will be playing in the fight. So cover anything that comes this way of them. Boom. Go to the other guy. Boom. Anything that comes this way, they will pick it up. Okay? And sometimes they will, like, say there's nobody over here. They will come and play on this receiver. They'll come, like, man up on this receiver, basically. Like, they'll stay like this, like right here in this position. This guy would know that there's nobody here, so he might run to this receiver and, you know, try to cover him. Try to maybe get a pick on him, right? And these linebackers are just going to, and let's look at the Mike linebacker here. He's going to play middle. It's going to be in the middle read, right? And sometimes what these NFL teams will do, they might get a safety right here, all right? And he's going to run all the way back. He's going to take anything over the middle and say, that's mine. He's acting like a safety, basically. He's coming all the way from the middle of the field. This is one of the key things that you can watch to get your knowledge of cover two, to understand. Okay, this is cover two. I know what to do now. just by looking at this Mike linebacker running straight back. Okay, like anything come over the middle, he got that. He got that. Okay. And let's look at the nickel. The nickel, he'll usually just stay around. Golly, stupid man. Around this, like, just stay around, you know. Like, you just stay around like a middle. I'm cutting that out. Okay. Cutting this out. 3, 2, 1. Now this nickel. The nickel DB. He'll usually just stay. He'll go a little bit deeper than the outside DB. Cover that middle part of that field. Boom. And yeah, and then the middle linebacker. He'll come over. He'll do the same thing that the nickel is doing. So, yeah, it's basically the full breakdown. Same play, same offensive play, same offensive formation, same defensive formation. Whew. Cover 3, simple defense. Or simple nickel defense, the base nickel defense. You know, 4x2, 3 DBs, and 2 safeties, or maybe our safety will come down. So let's go 3 right. Our outside DBs, they're just gonna be playing vertical. They're just gonna, their assignment is just going straight over here, just playing vertical. So the other side of the field, boom, just going straight vertical. And the plays are, the offensive run is 4 verticals. I just run 4 verticals every time. And let's look at this nickel DB. The nickel DB is actually a very important piece, probably the most important piece of this role. What he'll do, he'll come over here and cover the entire outside part. Like, he'll basically look at number 3's hips, right? And he'll react off of that. Like, he's going to come outside, out of this nickel formation. Sometimes he'll be playing over top if we're running a different cover 3, which we'll be talking about in the next section of this video, right? Boom. Alright, let's look at the other side. Look at this dude. Boom, he's going to be doing the exact same thing as we saw last time. He's just going to come out like this. He ain't going to go as far as out as the other dude, because that other nickel, Monty Hooker, he's a safety. He's going to do the same thing, basically. And what these linebackers do, they're going to follow the slot guy. They're just going to follow him. That's why it's called cover 3 match. Pretty sure. Boom. Yep, just stay right there. And then our single high safety, or maybe double high safety, he's just going to be playing middle third. Easy. Look at the quarterback's eyes, read and react. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Pretty simple formation, yeah. And we're on to the next sector. Alright, so boom, cover 3 maybe. I don't know what the color are like, but let's see the main differences. We got 2 high safeties instead of 1 high safety. Because normally, you know, this guy right here, he'll be playing single high. But this guy right here will be playing single high, right? So, let's look at this guy. What does he do? Instead of playing back right here, he's actually going to follow him and get off him. Boom. And cover 3 not really great for verticals. And he might come over here and guard this linebacker. So he's just playing like a robber, kinda like how we saw from cover 1, but in zone coverage formation, right? And these outside DBs, they're gonna be doing the same thing they just did. Just playing deep. Just run straight. Outside the field, just run straight. Boom. Alright. Take a look at this linebacker here. This linebacker here, most of the time he'll follow the tight end or the slot. So what he'll do, he's actually, if you really think about it, he's like the nickel cornerback. He's gonna go ahead and follow the tight end. This guy will be doing the same thing that we saw the last play that we did, but he's gonna be doing the same thing as the nickel, right? He's gonna come out, he's gonna play over here, just like we saw last time. All right. And the slot, he's just gonna be doing the same thing, coming out. Right there. Cover 3 is good for the mount breaking routes. If you have a good DB right here, boom. Can't do anything to the outside if you think about it. Unless, you know, they're on a deep corner route and stuff like that. So, yeah. Cover 3, pretty simple. Cover 4, the basic cover 4 quarters. So, you'll see something here. Okay, so the nickel DB, he'll be doing the same thing that we saw in cover 3. He's gonna come out right here, boom. He's gonna guard the outside part. He's gonna come right from the nickel part. He's gonna shade out to the outside on the hook. So he's gonna hook other DB, or no, not even the DB. This linebacker, he's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna come out and just go on the hook. Everything up top. And the DBs are doing the same thing we just saw. It's going to be playing over top. That's what you lot to see from these outside DBs. They'll just be playing over top half the time. Half over top or just hard flats, right? And then you're going to get this safety. Let me zoom out real quick so you can see everything. Let's look at the safety. The safety's going to do, he's just going to play another deep third. Everybody, like here, look at him on here. Everybody in this back four right here. They're all going to be playing. So, this dude, that dude, this dude right here, and this right here. They're all going to be playing back to get that end zone. Or just the deep part of the field. Anything deep will not fly around cover 4 most of the time. So, boom. This dude's going to get the outside. This dude's going to get the outside. This dude's going to get the middle. It's a pretty simple breakdown if you really look at it. 2 people guarding the outside. 4 people guarding the deep. And then 1 person guarding the middle part of the field. And you follow the tight end. Sometimes he'll just stay there. That's pretty simple. Alright, this is cover 6. Now cover 6. Alright, let's look at this play real quick. Boom. So look. You think this DB's gonna play all the way back? Nope, he's gonna stay on the hard flat. He's gonna stay on the hard flat. Now what this will open up for the offense is seam shots just like this. You know, sometimes in order like that, just like we seen out of cover 2, Tampa 2, right? You'll follow this guy. But, you know, this is man 26 at the end of the day, so he's going to be a hard flat. Now, this safety's going to be having a hard time. He's going to have to guard the outside, and say have another guy on the inside, he's going to have to guard him too. Boom. Alright? So now let's look at a different position. Boom. Think of it as layers. So this guy right here is playing the outside part, and then the nearest guy, Cedric Gray, he's going to be coming. Usually, so this is 4 verticals. So, you know, let's say they're running a different play. He will come out and guard like this part. Boom. And then our Mike linebacker, he's just going to be playing the middle part of the field. But he's going to slide this way also. So that'll leave this field open. And we see how the nickel DB is just going to play another hook curl. Come outside right there. Now, this outside DB is going to be playing deep. He's going to lock up the deep stuff. And our other safety, you usually just follow the inside guy, or he'll just playing deep. He'll just be playing deep, play deep third. And that's basically the same thing goes for nickel. For the nickel cover 6. Nickel cover 6 is basically the same thing but flip. So say it's flipped right. This dude right here is for cover 9. Cover 9. I think, yeah. This dude will actually be playing a hard flat. This dude will come back just like this. This dude, he'll basically just be on a hook, but like not as deep, you know. Come right here, and then Cody Barton will come right here. And then Cedric Gray will play the inside. That's basically the breakdown of all the coverages for, yeah, just the basic stuff. Get down deep to it. Maybe on a new episode on offense, but it's basically just the basic defense if we're running a nickel against 4 verticals. This really goes down for a lot of plays, but yeah, see it.
I thought I saw your face.